Welcome to the Daily Videcasting.
All right, let's get into it.
Buckle up, everyone. We've been swimming in the X stream, yeah. And we've pulled out 18 posts that are really making noise today.
18. Okay, so good mix.
Definitely. We've got tech, we've got global stuff, market trends, the usual buzz.
And the goal is quick insights, keep it moving.
Exactly. Fast, maybe a little fun, get you the vibe. Let's dive in.
Okay, lead the way. What's first?
All right, first is a pretty bold statement from @Elon Musk, who's using the name Kikius Maximus right now.
Oh, okay. What did he say?
He posted, solar power is very obviously the future if you can do elementary math. Compared to the sun, all other energy combined is like caveman burning some twigs.
Wow. Okay, that's quite the comparison. Puts it in perspective.
Seriously, the scale he's talking about is just immense, hard to grasp, really.
Yeah, it definitely makes you rethink the whole energy debate. The potential is just massive.
Okay, shifting gears now to potential big economic news. @KobeSletter dropped this. Breaking. President Trump says a 50% tariff on the European Union will begin June 1st. The trade war is back.
50%. Wow, okay. And then?
And almost immediately, a Watcher Guru chimed in with, "Jisti Din, search President Trump. Recommends 50% tariff on the European Union starting June 1st.
Jeezed in. Yeah, they really emphasize the speed there. So trade war potentially reigniting.
Seems like it. That could cause some serious waves pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely. Markets will react. Businesses will have to adjust. Definitely something to watch.
Okay, from the big picture down to, dinner. @Unusual Whales shared this stat.
Let's hear it.
Nearly 75% of all restaurant traffic is now drive-through or takeout orders, per the National Restaurant Association.
75%. That's a huge chunk. Really shows how habits have shifted.
It really does. Convenience is king, I guess. Makes you wonder about sit-down places long-term.
Yeah, it's a massive change in how we eat out, or rather, don't eat in.
All right, back to space. @SpaceX posted about their Starship test.
The 8th one, right. How'd they frame it?
Yeah. They said, Starship is designed to fundamentally change and enhance humanity's ability to reach space. A neat flight test was a reminder of the value of putting hardware into a real-world environment as frequently as possible.
So, focusing on the learning, even with, setbacks.
Exactly. It's that iterative process. Learn, build, fly, learn again.
Which is how you make progress in something this complex. You need that real-world data.
Okay, Earthside again.
Yeah.
A reality check from @Mark Gurman on iPhones made in the U.S.
Ah, yes, that comes up a lot. What's his take?
Just a simple reminder. Anyone who says what a U.S.-made iPhone would cost is making it up. Nobody knows.
Good point. It's easy to throw numbers around, but the supply chain complexity is huge.
Right. So many factors. It's not just assembly, it's everything.
Precisely. Pure guesswork at this stage.
Now, @Chamath posted about investment returns.
Okay. Chamath Palihapitiya. What was the focus?
He shared his cumulative returns, emphasizing real returns, DPI, distributed to paid-in capital.
DPI. Yeah, that's the key metric, isn't it? Actual cash back to investors, not just paper gains.
Exactly. Cuts through the hype sometimes. Shows what's actually tangible.
Very important distinction for LPs, for sure.
Okay, this next one is pretty wild. AI animation. Venture Twins highlighted something.
AI animation is moving so fast. What did they show?
They said, blows my mind that this kind of animation can now be made with AI, and pointed out it was done by one person at Policeman's Beard.
One person using what?
Using Midjourney, Hailuo, and 11. The tools are getting incredibly powerful.
That's amazing. It's like suddenly high-quality animation is accessible to almost anyone with the idea. A total game changer.
Seriously, the creative potential there is just exploding.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, switching to something more personal, maybe a bit cautionary, @Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson, the longevity guy.
That's him. He listed potential negative correlations with frequent porn use.
Oh. Like what?
Things like higher anxiety and loneliness in teens, lower sexual satisfaction, other potential health links.
So, raising questions about digital habits and well-being, it's a complex topic.
Definitely food for thought about how online stuff impacts us.
For sure.
Okay, quick trip to Mars. @NASA's Perseverance rover checked in.
Still going strong. What did it say?
Just a hello from Mars. And mentioned it was its 1500th Martian day. Souls up there. Shared some selfies, too.
1,500 souls. That's fantastic. That rover's a real workhorse.
Incredible engineering feat, keeping it running that long.
Truly is. Every day brings new data.
Next, a simple question from @HereBeDoge. Are you running from Zover Doge?
Ah, the monetization question.
Yeah, just straightforward. Makes you wonder how many people are actually, using those features.
It's a big part of the platform's pitch to creators now, isn't it? Trying to
Yeah.
build that economy.
Right. Wonder how successful it is for the average user.
Good question.
Okay, a visual break. Add Picturesfoiter. You know that account. Always great images.
Oh, yeah, love that one. What's the picture?
It's a stunning night view of Hong Kong. The caption is just, she said she knows a spot.
Huh. Nice. You can just imagine the view. Those cityscapes can be breathtaking.
Totally, just a moment of pure visual awe shared online.
Captures that feeling well.
All right, back to commentary. At Andrew Yang weighed in on the state of things.
Okay, what's his perspective?
He posted, the average American is now being hung out to dry by both our political system and our economic system. Otherwise, things are great.
Oof. That last sentence hits hard.
Yeah, pretty pointed critique there. Taps into a lot of frustration you hear.
Reflects a definite mood out there, a feeling of being left behind by the systems in place.
Now, getting into the weeds a bit at Spencer Hakimian. He looked at those proposed tariffs.
The Trump ones we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but specifically comparing potential tariffs on iPhones made in India versus Samsung Galaxies made in South Korea.
Oh, interesting. What was the point?
He highlighted how the specifics might end up disadvantaging one company over the other based on existing trade deals or lack thereof. Shows the complexity.
Right. It's never simple. The details of trade policy have real, sometimes uneven, consequences. Good catch.
Okay, some potentially hopeful news now from @Autism Capital.
What's the update?
It's about Scott Adams, the Dilbert creator.
Hmm.
Breaking. Scott Adams says that he will be starting a new treatment for his cancer and that his odds of survival have jumped from 0 to 30%.
Wow, from 0 to 30%. That's a significant jump. Very hopeful news for him.
Absolutely. A reminder of medical progress and personal struggles. Good to see a positive update.
Definitely. Wishing him the best with that.
Next, a more philosophical question from @James Sorowecki.
Okay, what's the thought?
He asked, can we just let private institutions admit and hire the people they want to admit and hire instead of having the government dictate to them whom they have to accept?
That's a classic debate, isn't it? Institutional autonomy versus government oversight or mandates for equality.
Right. Posing a direct question about where that line should be drawn.
Raises big questions about freedom, fairness, and the role of government.
Okay, almost there. A quick tech frustration post from @Another Cone.
What happened?
Just posted. RIP Twitter DMs, you'll be missed 2013-2025.
Uh-oh. Sounds like DMs might have gone down for a bit. Or maybe a bigger change is coming.
Yeah, unclear if it was temporary or what, but definitely signifies how much people rely on that feature when it glitches.
Oh, totally. Direct messaging is pretty fundamental now.
And finally, a win to end on from @Theo, who runs T3.gg.
Theo. What did he win?
He posted, I just made the easiest and $1,000 of my life. Said he won a bet against it at Alchemyzoc.
$1,000. Nice. What was the bet?
Apparently, it was about whether a certain ChatGPT setup could make tool calls for sending an email. Theo bet it could, and, well...
And nailed it, apparently. Huh. Shows how fast AI is evolving, creating these interesting little moments and opportunities.
Exactly, leveraging the tech.
All right, that was a whirlwind tour.
That's the idea. 18 posts, a real snapshot of the X vibe today. You got the huge scale of solar, trade tensions, how we eat, space exploration.
AI everywhere, personal health, politics, even tech glitches and quick bets. It really covers the gamut.
It does. So we hope that gives you a good taste of what's buzzing right now. Check out those accounts if anything piqued your interest.
Yeah, the conversations are always ongoing on X. This is just a slice.
Exactly. Keep your eyes peeled, and we'll catch you next time to scan the latest vibe.